Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick rundown of what I did to put together these two 1 gallon batches of mead. I like to keep it simple. I know you can go really in depth with these things, but I'm a beginner, so I figured I'd make a beginner video. So to start, I took my 5 pound jug of honey and in the jar, put it in a hot water bath with water that's almost too hot to touch. That's going to make it a lot less molasses-like. It's going to pour out easier and just be easier to work with. And then, while that was warming up, I took my yeast. It's just champagne yeast, wine yeast, not bread yeast, really. Just go to a brew store or go online and get a good yeast. This can make 6 gallons, so I split it in two. So in two separate bowls, I put about a quarter cup of lukewarm water, a half a teaspoon of sugar, and then a half a packet of this. Stirred it together and let it sit for about 10 minutes. And that made it activate. You'll see it gets foamy and frothy at the top. That means it's good to go. So I put that aside. So I also sanitized everything that's going to touch the mead, from the bowl that the honey sits in, just everything. You don't want to get sick. You can get some nasty stuff. Anyways, so then I filled the carboys about halfway with room temperature water, and then I put 2.5 pounds, or half of this jug of honey, into each of these. And then I added my yeast mixtures. So just with a funnel, just pour them right in. If there's a little left over, just pour some water into it, mix it around, and then dump the rest in, just so you get all the yeast in there. You're going to add more water anyways, so it doesn't matter. At that point, I shook it up. So it's going to about 1 minute each. It's going to oxygenate it, and it's going to mix the yeast in. And then I just filled it almost all the way to the top with room temperature water again. And at that point, I added about a half a handful of raisins to each one. And then this one, I added an ounce of dried elderberries and a slice of lime, because I saw that in a recipe online somewhere. Once again, just mixed them up really good. And then I checked them with my hydrometer. The 2.5 pounds of honey to 1 gallon of water put me at about 20% potential alcohol. I don't really want to get that high up. I would like it to be, 10 to 15%, so it doesn't taste too boozy, but we'll see how that works out. And then I just airlocked them, and now I'm waiting. So it's a really simple process. You could go way more in depth, like I said, and I by no means claim to be an expert. I just wanted to make a pretty simple video because that's what I was looking for and couldn't find. And this method I used last time, and I got a pretty good result. I racked that probably 4 or 5 times to get all the nasties out, and it's probably aged about a year. I just put it in this bottle today. So I would have corked it, but I plan on drinking it pretty soon, so we'll see. So yeah, that's about it.